Hello everyone, welcome back to What You Heard. I'm your host, Zach Minyard. It's been a while. I have to apologize for that. You see, your boy here broke his arm getting a little gnarly in the pit, and he took a week-long hiatus. But the week hiatus was slightly planned. I was thinking we do 2 videos a week. Gets a little tiring, so how about every 3 weeks we take a break? So 3 weeks of videos, 1 week break, rinse and repeat. That's good. So I was ready to come back in on Monday, but I got really sick, and my voice was shit. I couldn't do anything. So no video last Tuesday. I apologize for that, but hey, we're back. It's Friday, and we're gonna do an album review. Good old album review, and this time we're talking about the indie lo-fi acoustic folk darling that is Yankee Hotel Foxtrot by Wilco.
I need a camera to my eye, reminding which lies that I've been hiding, which shackles belong. I've counted out the days.
Yankee Hotel Foxtrot, YHF, the poster boy for 2000s alternative. I mean, after Radiohead and the White Stripes and the Strokes, but don't let the popularity of Wilco's magnum opus lead you away. This is one of the most important albums of the 2000s, no doubt. This album was caught in the transitional period for the band, seeing the debut of a new drummer, Glenn Kochke, and the last album guitarist and keyboard player for the band, Jay Bennett, would work on before his death. The album itself would meet some resistance from their label. They wanted them to make several changes to the final product, but Wilco refused, and they moved their whole record online, which was a landmark thing at the time, and they streamed it on their website, something pretty new and influential for 2001. And then after the popularity from online, they eventually signed a deal with a new label and had a physical release in stores in 2002.
Cheer up, honey, I hope you can. There is something
The album is beautiful in the most subtle way. This is the definition of low-key. Many songs feature acoustic compositions with simple drums and echoed pianos with whimsical kind of tings and percussion flourishes seen in the back, with lots of different audio effects seen throughout the whole album to kind of give it this real whirly kind of sound at times, give it a real echoed sound. This whole album sounds like it's being played in the most echoed room possible most of the time, or the warmest kind of wooden room possible. It's one of the two. It kind of bounces between them both. The album has this ebb and flow with really distorted, louder kind of droning moments that work as a kind of soundscape, and then perfectly juxtaposed next to that with a more folk-like ballad kind of jam take. And it works perfectly. It's quite interesting, but it works perfectly.
He takes all his words from the books that you don't read anyway. His jaw's been broken, his bandages wrapped too tight. All I can see is black and white and pink with blades of blue that lay between the words I think on a page. I was meaning to send to you. I couldn't tell if to bring my art the way I wanted when I started.
The opening track, I Am Trying to Break Your Heart, comes in very low, and it slowly gets more traction until the final blooming eargasm of noise with Jeff Tweedy yelling his lyrics into the chaos of the void, and it just keeps growing and growing, and it keeps going the same way that the ending song Reservation has this long, beautiful drone at the end that kind of goes on for at least 2 minutes of just pure piano just going out. It's quite amazing. It's like the end of Day in the Life, but it keeps going with little flourishes here and there. Another reason for the success of this album was the post 9/11 era it released in. It had a lot of anti-hate kind of things in it, or anti-war kind of messages with songs like War on War. A lot of metaphorical lyrics with songs like Ashes of American Flags, of course. Pretty on the nose, but of course this was not made in intent. It was all mere coincidence, and especially the new Americana sound that Wilco was going with was exactly what people were looking for at the time, trying to be very close and patriotic.
War on war, it's a war on war, there's a war on, you're gonna lose. I would like to salute the ashes of American flags and all the falling leaves, filling up shopping bags.
The vocals and lyrics on this project are passionate and haunting, but they're very personal, and they bounce back to nostalgic and peppy for other songs like Heavy Metal Drummer and I'm the Man Who Loves You, both bops in their own rights, not nearly as heavy as other songs you might see like Radio Cure.
I sincerely miss those heavy metal bands I used to go see on the landing in the summer. She fell in love with the drummer. She fell in love with the drummer. She fell in love.
And songs like Jesus, etc. Are still one of the band's most popular tracks.
Jesus, don't cry. You can rely on me, honey. You can combine anything you want. I'll be around.
Now, not only was Yankee Hotel Foxtrot met with unanimous praise when it came out from the music sphere, it's also lived on to this day, with Rolling Stone giving it the number 3 position on the best albums of the 2000s. Now, that's a pretty big deal. I say this album is probably one of my favorites. It's definitely my favorite Wilco album. Wilco is a lovely band. I first heard them in 6th grade. My 6th grade teacher showed them to me. They showed the self-titled album, which is also very good. But Yankee Hotel Foxtrot, it's just a lovely mood album. It's very subtle. It's very sweeping. I very much enjoy it. Just a nice rainy day or a nice drive, put on Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. You won't be disappointed. And that's going to do it for this episode of What You Heard. I'm happy to be back, guys. Going to try to keep up that consistency. This Tuesday, I will be putting up a video on covers, so be looking forward to that. Of course, Showcast just happened. We just put the new episode on Spotify. Go ahead and check that out. And make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.